I'm at the 3D printing pavilion at CES, and 3D printing this year is one of the hottest topics. An industry that had maybe 4 or 5 players a couple years ago has no fewer than 25, maybe even 35 different companies. The industry has been around for 25 years. Everybody seems to do something just a little bit differently, although they do use the same general overall concept. What we've seen is there are a lot of toys, a lot of statues, a lot of household items, essentially built from scratch. You come up with a concept, you model it using a 3D rendering program, and then you import that file to the 3D printer, and the printer does the work. You sit there and watch. It's a fascinating industry, and it's really starting to take off in leaps and bounds. Hi, I'm here with Jenny Lawton. Jenny's the president of MakerBot. This is really a brand new technology. It's 3D printing. Jenny, tell us a little bit, if you wouldn't mind, about the industry and then about your products.
The 3D printing industry is about 25 years old, and it's an industry that allows you to take a virtual idea and make it physical. So it allows you to take a virtual concept and print it, make it in plastic.
This is Star Trek technology. I mean, this is a replicator, isn't it?
This is a replicator. All of these machines are MakerBot replicators.
Now, tell me a little bit about your company. How did you get into it, and your product line in terms of both business and consumers?
So I'll give you a very quick overview. We're about 5 years old, and MakerBot was founded by Bree Pettis, Zach Smith, and Adam Meyer. And the three of them wanted to have a 3D printer, but 3D printers were really outside of the range of where they were at that point in life. So they didn't have $100,000, so they decided to make one. And once they made the first printer, they started selling them, and they've been in business. We've been in business ever since.
Without giving away trade secrets, how does the technology work?
The technology is pretty basic. You take, we take plastic filament and run it into an extruder that heats up to the temperature where the plastic changes state from a solid to a liquid, and then it extrudes it out a very tiny hole, and it lays down each layer of a file. So it takes a file, it takes an object, it slices it up like you would with a CAT scan, and each layer is laid down on a very thin layer of plastic, moves up a little bit and lays down the next layer. Each layer is about the width of a sheet of paper.
Okay, I want to buy one of these things. How much does it cost, and where do I get it?
Well, you'd have to come to us to get the printer. Today we're announcing 3 new printers. We're announcing a 3D printing platform. We had the MakerBot Replicator Mini Compact 3D printer, which is probably what you bring home for you to use at home, for your child to be able to print out their homework and not be left behind in school. And that model sells for $1375, and that will be available in the spring. We also have the MakerBot Replicator, which is really for the prosumer, or maybe for the dad at home who does some industrial design, or for the entrepreneur who wants to start creating things and not have to worry about sending things out to be designed for someone. And that model is $28.99.
Well, I always thought I would finally arrive as a journalist when I could make my own bobblehead. I think I finally can do that, can't I?
Absolutely.
Great. Jenny, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.